Hi everyone, welcome to Southern Sustenance. Just a quick end of video to show what's been happening here in my absence. So I mentioned in other videos this olive tree, a few years old now, grown from seed, and it was grown from a Kalamata olive seed. And as you can see, the olives are pretty big on it. So success here. Moving along, I've planted a flowering sort of vine here, and that was there to help this guy out, which is a grenadier passion fruit. So this was growing quite well, and then it sort of dried out with the heat, and I thought it had died, but it's come back, so that's good to see. Sultanas have been growing well, and this here is a citrang, so something that's a rootstock for citrus to be grafted on, but I just grew to see the fruit it gives. As you can see, it's very green, and I'll sort of mention these weeds that have come up, these mallows, all this sort of stuff. It's indicating that there's still some deficiencies in the soil, but this is a whole lot better than it was years ago, where we had all sorts of weeds growing. Now it's just the mallows, and this grass, that's fine. It's not kikuyu, it's just a sort of annual grass that comes. Irish strawberry going strong, and the sugarcane. So just in here, that's another passion fruit. That's a banana passion fruit. I thought that had died too, but it was sort of hidden there, and it's growing with all this water and these overcast skies. It quite likes it. So yeah, everything's been going pretty good by the looks of it. We've had some losses, like an avocado here, I think I mentioned in another video. This is the yuzu. It's going well. The white sapote, some sort of fungal thing, and I'll show you on the lime. This has sort of gone around, this sort of black soot, and this fungal sort of indicates that there's been a lot of water here, a lot of rain, and plants aren't able to dry out. And big old grapevine, this is pretty early for it actually to be budding, so it's sort of telling me that even though we're in early July, I don't think it'll be that cold this year. I don't think we'll get frosts, at least in this part of Adelaide, and yeah, it might just be a short winter. We'll see. The guava, the mangoes that I had here, they sort of died, so I planted another one. There you go. That's a silky variety. It's sort of like related to the Kensington Pride, the loquat. Missed out last year on fruit just because it wasn't watered enough, but as you can see, flowers, and they smell quite nice. What else? Got that blood orange, Arnold's. Ice cream bean, wormwood, quince, prickly pears, stone fruit. Everything's been going pretty good generally, especially the dragon fruits. So I did find a sort of dried up flower on this, but as you can see, I don't know if other videos show it, but this has grown so much and it's really fattened up. Just a bit of rust that I'm picking at, but yeah, it likes putting its roots into wood, onto things. Doesn't like metal as much. Another loquat. We'll just come through here. The Joe's fine, and the lime. So yeah, it's quite prolific this year. Lots of flowers, lots of fruit. However, had this sort of sooty mold growing everywhere. And what that sooty mold is, it doesn't really harm the plant too much, but that's caused by scale. So the scale ants farm the scale. The scale make this sugar substance for the ants, but then this mold is sort of the feeds off that. So what I've done is I found a bit of a recipe on the internet, and it's 2 cups water, half a cup white vinegar, a tablespoon of baking soda, and 2 tablespoons of softener. So it's not organic, just fabric softener. And got one of these bad boys, and you just pump it up, you just spray it. So I did probably that recipe times 2, and I probably did that 3 times to cover the whole lime tree, and a couple other citrus that I have, like the orange before. Just move around to the other dragon fruits. So they've fattened up. I do need to do something about this post. It's not very secure, whether I put like concrete posts in or just taller sort of timbers to just steady it. The blackberries are going okay. This this is the reed. It's going quite well, but this fuerte has just nearly given up the ghost. So what I think's happened here is someone's thrown all these coffee grounds, and it's just sort of resulted into an imbalance in the soil and just made it, sort of prevented it from drying out. And as you can see, it's sort of shot up another shoot. So hopefully that continues to grow. And I've just moved those coffee grounds away from its trunk. But yeah, that's not good. Other thing I've done is sort of pruned back this. This is a seed grown Eureka lemon. So this has had a lot of that leaf miner before. So that spray hopefully is able to kill whatever's there. There's also a lot of gall wasps, so both on the lemon and also on the lime back there. And I've just hacked away, cut it all off. So pretty much that's what I've been doing whilst I've been down here, is just getting rid of that gall wasp, spraying the plants that need it. I've also this grapevine here, given it a bit of a prune, again to stop that sooty mold from taking hold. Yeah, that's the backyard. So a few things been happening, but yeah, generally we're sort of, the soil is, as you can see by the grass, and whilst there's weeds, the diversity of weeds has reduced by quite a bit. So the soil it's correcting itself, which is what I want. You know, you want that carbon cycle, and I spoke to that in the first video. You need to correct that carbon cycle. So I'm actually trying to get some mulch out, just to add a nice layer whilst we have all the rains happening, just to get that kick started. I'll take you around the front and show you what's been happening there. So here we are at the front, just show you around. So concerted effort of mine of the past couple of years has, whilst this garden bed it's all weedy, there is no kikuyu here, which I spent a lot of time trying to get rid of. So that red hot poker, whilst the grass looks so nice now, yeah, there was a lot of broadleaf weeds here. So, you know, your clover and your soursops. So I've been just getting rid of that. Doesn't look as green as the kikuyu there, but it's sort of indicating that all the fertilizer that I sort of put down here that I had has sort of, again, caused a bit of an imbalance in the soil. And the first year or so when I did that, it wasn't really noticeable. I think whilst I kept the water up to it, up to the grass, all this rain, it's a different type of water when it rains. It's just sort of brought it all together and accentuated the weeds that have taken hold. But it's looking all right, and the plan would be to eventually replace all of this with that Tiff Tuff. So this dragon fruit here, which again sort of brought back from from the dead. It was very, very lanky, very thin, and it's just fattened up with all the water that we've had. But this is yellow. It's called an Aussie Gold. It's a yellow dragon fruit. Apparently, it's got the strongest sort of flavour, which is quite mild to be honest. But anyways, that's growing, and that's just a bay tree. Again, some prickly pears. Hedge is going well. Benefit from all the water, the lavender and the rosemary. Again, the coffee grounds, the oleander, not really liking either of the grounds. You should be okay with the cold, to be honest, but oh, we'll see. Again, the wormwood, everything to try to stop the wind, the airflow, and the council verge. So, a lot of things that have made it, some that haven't, like this callistemon. That's okay. And I've sort of trimmed back this native hibiscus, but yeah, it's going gangbusters. It really loves where it is, sort of a little bit more protected spot against the pole. And to finish off, just this jujube that's lost its leaves due to winter. And yeah. So everyone, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. See ya.